plus 2 cubed. This is called powers of sums. The power is the 3. The sum is you're adding like that binomial, all right? The first thing that you want to do is write this as 3 sets of parentheses. So this is x plus 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 2. All right. And then you're going to multiply 2 of these together, like back in Algebra 1 where you FOILed, right? So you multiply the first times the first. So we do x times x, which is x squared. Then we do the outsides. That would be 2x. And then we do the insides. Is everybody good with writing 4x right here? Because I'm adding 2x plus 2x. The outside is 2x and the inside is 2x, and I add them together. And then we do the last, which is the 2 times the 2, and we get 4. And then I just rewrite this other set of parentheses, x plus 2. Okay, now we just multiply, and you guys have already done this too. You just haven't done this like all combined, all right? But all I do is I multiply the x times all 3 terms, all right? So I multiply the x times the x squared, which is x cubed. I multiply the x times the 4x, which is 4x squared. And I multiply the x times the 4, which is 4x. Okay, no more parentheses here. All right, don't do any more parentheses. Then we distribute the 2 all the way through. So now the 2 has to multiply to each term. So I'm going to do the 2 times the x squared, which is 2x squared. Then I'm going to do the 2 times the 4x, which is 8x. And then I'm going to do the 2 times the 4, which is 8. Okay, so you just have 6 terms all in a long line. Now we combine like terms. So x cubed doesn't have any friends, so we just rewrite them, okay? Then we're going to add our x squareds together. How many do we get? And then we add our x's together. How many do I get? And then I have the plus 8, who doesn't add with anybody, okay? No, that's it. Okay, here we go. Solve by factoring. All right, you guys write this down. Negative x plus x squared equals 6. So we have done factor tractor. What is new to this problem is an equal sign, all right? If there's an equal sign, we are going to solve. It's basically one more step at the end. First thing you always do is set it equal to 0 so that you can factor. So I need to move the 6 over to the other side, and then I need to put it in order so we can factor. So my x squared goes first, and then my minus x, and then my minus 6, okay, equals 0. Then we factor tractor, so I need my 2 sets of parentheses, and we need 2 things that multiply to be negative 6 and add to be negative 1. Yep, Clayton? Exactly. Negative 3 and positive 2. Okay, those are my factors. Now we do the extra step where we solve. So what this is saying is that something times something equals 0. All right? If I'm doing something times something equals 0, one of those has to be 0 in order to get 0 when you multiply. All right? So what would give me 0 here? Positive 3. Now, you can set that little piece equal to 0 and then solve. Or you can just be like, I know it's 3. Okay? That's what would give me 0. And then you can set this little piece equal to 0, or you can just be like, I know it's negative 2 because that's what would give me 0. So my solutions are 3 and negative 2. Yes?
Can you just write that as 1, like x equals 3, like comma negative 2?
Yes. You can write it like this, 3 comma negative 2. All right, when you get further along in math, you do not need to do this now. You will be graphing these as parabolas, all right? What you're actually finding, just because this is kind of cool, are these 2 lovely x-intercepts. This is actually where the parabola crosses the x-axis, okay? Just for your information, all right? All right, here we go. We got to set this equal to 0 and then factor tractor. So you guys, on this one, ideally you want this highest exponent guy, this is the highest exponent, to be positive. Otherwise, you have to factor out a negative, which is just a pain. So if this guy is negative in the problem, I move it to the other side to make it positive because I need to set it equal to 0 anyways. So I'm going to add the x cubed over to both sides. And I'm also going to subtract this positive 16x from both sides. That way I have 0 on the right-hand side, and I made that x cubed positive when I moved it to the other side. Okay, this needs to go in order. So I need x cubed first, then negative 16x squared, and then negative 36x. All right, you always look for a GCF first. This last problem just didn't have a GCF. There was nothing common to all of those terms. This one does have something common to all three terms. What is it? It is an x. Good. So first factor out an x. That leaves me with x squared now, minus 16x, minus 36. Okay. All right, so this x just stays in front. Now we say to ourselves, self, what multiplies to negative 36 and adds to negative 16? Hank. I agree with you. Negative 18 and positive 2. Remember, if you do not know, you guys can always list them all out. And there are a lot on this one, right? There's like all of those, okay? And then see which ones add or subtract to be negative 16. Okay, this has 3 solutions now. What is this solution? Yes, if you just have an x, you set it equal to 0, and it is 0. All right? What would this solution be? Positive 18. What would this solution be? Negative 2. All right, so you get 0, 18, and negative 2.
So it doesn't matter if it's not in order, like we did.
It does not matter. Yeah. All right, you guys. You could also have one of the factor tractors where you have to ask yourself, oh, I have to do this part. What multiplies to what? Yeah, this time we needed to multiply to negative 10. No, this one has a number in front. The other ones did not, besides a 1. Okay. So I'm looking for what multiplies to negative 10 and adds to negative 9. What do you guys think? Sophia? I agree with you. Negative 10 and positive 1. Okay, this is the one where you have to write it as 4 terms. So you rewrite this. Okay, you rewrite the middle term with negative 10x and positive 1x, and then you keep the negative 5. Okay, just like before. Now I'm going to factor by grouping. What comes out of these first two, everybody? 2x. And we're left with x minus 5. What comes out of these second two? You do need to take a 1 out. Nothing else factors it out besides a 1. All right, your first set of parentheses is 2x plus 1. Your second set of parentheses is x minus 5. This one we can do in our heads. What's the solution to that one? Okay, a lot of people mess these up. Some people can do these in their heads. Anybody know it? Ever just say it? Oh, nice job. Okay, if you don't know, oh, you got me. All right, if you don't know, set it equal to 0, okay, and solve. So you subtract the 1 to the other side, and you divide by 2. So your solutions are negative 1/2 and positive 5. Okay, that is called solving by factoring. All right, real quick, what is this solution here? What is this solution here? This solution here? Okay. What is this solution here? Oh, 0. Okay. Why is that one 0? You're going to set 5x equal to 0, and you're going to divide by 5. You still get 0. Okay. So it is 0. What is this solution here? How many of you can do this in your head? It is positive 3/4. Again, if you do not know, set it equal to 0, add 3, divide by 4. All right, and this last one tricks people up quite a bit. What's this solution right here? What's this solution right here? What's this solution right here? You're right, it's nothing. This is not a solution at all. Don't put anything if there is just a number in front. Okay. This number, actually what it does is changes the width of your parabola, but it doesn't give you another place where it crosses the x-axis. You will get there. For now, just know it does not mean a 0, okay? It does not mean a solution. It does not mean anything, okay? You just need 5 and negative 7. All right, you guys, factor tractor. All right, you guys, one more.